Hey guys, StarKlaw here, and we're looking at Neverwinter. Here we are on the character select screen. You see my level 23 cleric here, the half-elf. Got tired of looking at, man-ass all day, so yeah, made a female. We're going to take a quick look at character creation. Got 3 different servers. I'm just going to pick one for the sake. Got an awesome cutscene here. Sadly, I'm going to skip it because it's about 5 minutes long. Well worth the watch though. Maybe at some point I'll just record the cutscene and go over that. Alright, here we are, and we got, what do we got here? 7 different races, humans, half-elves are over here, we got elves, we got tieflings, they're kinda cool, halflings, dwarves, and the good old half-orcs. For the sake, I'm just gonna pick human males here, it doesn't matter. We got 5 different classes. As you can see, they've got another one planned, and they've also got another race planned. They haven't really released too much info. Default class it chose for me here is the Great Weapon Fighter. They're focused on two-handed weapons and smashing the hell out of stuff. We got the Trickster Rogue, standard Dungeons & Dragons type rogue. They do a lot of trap disarming and stealth, and they can throw daggers and all kinds of cool stuff like that. Got the Devoted Cleric, which is, for lack of a better term, a combat healer. They can do a pretty good amount of damage, and they can heal, which is awesome. Got your Guardian Fighter. They can function as a tank if you wanted. And then you got your Control Wizard, your mage type class. I've played the Control Wizard a bit. They're definitely fun. I've played the Guardian Fighter a bit. They're pretty cool too. Haven't touched the Trickster Rogue or the Great Weapon Fighter yet, so for the sake I'm going to throw together a Great Weapon Fighter. Now, this is kind of cool, because they actually let you sit here and do the dice rolls to decide, your stats and stuff. So I'm just going to roll up random stats here, and let's see, yeah, okay. And then you got your customization options, and these are pretty in-depth, because you got your basic, head choices here. If you wanted, you could focus on, random thing A. Let's pick one of these for the sake, and then hit customize. Now they give you a lot of different options, different hairstyles, different. You got anything from dreadlocks to kind of like a braid in the back. You got your long type hair, good old mohawk for this. For the sake, I'll choose that. Choose your eye color or eye style. They actually give you the option to make your character blind if you wanted. Or, make him so it looks like he busted blood vessels in his eyes. Or, you could do one eye that way. Or, blind in one eye. Change your eye color to whatever. Here, multiple different choices. Same with hair color. Different eyebrow choices. You got different facial hair choices. Let's give him a big manly beard. Yeah, there we go. Well, let's make him really old. Because you can choose your complexion. And you can actually choose, like, elderly. Or you can do, each of these has, subtle choices until you get into the more older ones, like, we're going to go with elderly for the sake. Then you can choose different tattoos and things, all kinds of different ways to customize your character to look exactly how you want them to. You can give him scars, like a scar under his eye, or over his eye there, you got it coming down over here. You got a, do a scar across the nose. And you can change all the different scaling of the of your character, like it's make him have a really long head, or just a really big head in general. Yeah, and then you got there's tons and tons of different options to customize. You can even change let's make him kind of on the heavier side there, and you can literally change individual settings for all of that too. And then you go into more of the customization options as to like where your character comes from. You got all kinds of different Dungeons and Dragons related areas and lore. Good old Baldur's Gate here, and each one has a little drop down that changes your basic story a bit, and also grants you a starting title. Then you get to choose a god, and I haven't really found too much as to what this affects overall yet, but it's kind of cool for this, the sake of customization. You could even write your own little biography if you wanted, and name your character. Let's see what we can get for a random name here. You know, oh yeah, Peter Chandler. Yeah, lame. Alright. So that's basic character customization. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to log in my cleric. We're going to cover some basic systems. We're going to take a look at crafting. Take a look at the equipment screen, and you know, and I'll go out into an area where I can actually kill some stuff for you. Now we're looking at, you know, a little bit of lag here. This is Protector's Enclave. This is the primary city. I'm gonna hop on my horse here, right over to this gate. I'm gonna jump right into an area where I can go do some quests and give you guys a little bit of gameplay. Numerous different areas you can go. Quite a few I haven't been to yet. And you know, the different quests created by players and everything. You pick a different, you know, a location on the map where you would like it to show. And some of the user-created content is amazing. There's, you know, quests that are geared towards, you know, just soloing it, or you can do it with a group of 5 people. I mean, you could do them any number of ways. You know, if you wanted to try to do it with 2 people, you could. Along with that, you've got the toolkit itself is pretty easy to use. At some point, I'll cover that in a different video, but it's a little time consuming. All right, so here we are. I've got my little companion here. You can get different companions to quest with you, so you don't ever actually have to be alone. They gain levels just like you do, and you can actually equip them with different things, like enchantments. Like, I'm actually going to give them another enchantment right now that'll make him hit a little harder, so it'll be a little easier for him to hold aggro off of me. So he'll be able to tank for me. And I can sit there and heal him if I needed to. And each of the different areas, you've got, of course, quests throughout the whole areas that you can do. Oh hey, look, a group of monsters just popped up, so let's murder them real quick. Rain down some holy fire here, and as you see, I got my guy over here defending, so I'll throw him a heal. He's fighting for me. He just stabbed that guy across the way. That was awesome. Each of the different classes plays completely differently. You got various different customization options, you know, for how to customize your character. Each level you get a power point, and you can choose a different power that you'd like to, you know, have. Like there's some I haven't bought yet, like, you know, passive abilities, active abilities. You got different, you know, as you go on, you know, you gain what they call a paragon path, and those, you know, are another way to customize your character. Here's, you know, one for an example. You got different stats and abilities, and you know, there's 3 different paragon paths for each class. Every level after 10, you also gain a feat point, which you can use to customize your character even further, such as reducing your threat or increasing your recovery ability, which makes your abilities recharge faster, or increasing your max health points. You can do increases wisdom, increases your healing, and then, as you know, when you hit 30, you unlock a paragon path, and those, you know, you get different ways to focus your abilities even farther, and it gives you a basic description of what each of the paragon paths for each class does, what their focus is. Let's see. Let's talk about Foundry Quest real quick. This is their nifty little homepage where you can access things like daily quests right from anywhere in the world. And daily quests rewards you with astral diamonds, which you can use towards numerous fancy items, or actually buying the in-game premium currency that you would normally have to spend real money on. That's one of my favorite features, because if you actually spend the time, you can earn premium currency in-game without ever having to spend a dime. It gives you what dungeons you're ready to queue for. You can queue for them anywhere in the world. You got skirmishes, which are basic little 5-man instance content that, you know, you just run through and smash some skulls. And if there's a quest you may have perhaps missed, you can actually accept it right from here. You You can select different foundry missions from here. Each of the different, these are all user-created content, and it's kind of cool because it's user-created. The toolkit is very fully functional. You can create your own storylines. You can add descriptions that tell you backstory behind the quest. You can add notes and things like that to let people know what they're about to jump into. And you can read other players' reviews on these quests. It's pretty in depth. You can sort by featured quests that the developers feature. You can look at new quests that were recently added, and as well they've also got a calendar which shows you different functions, different things that are added on throughout the different months. Looking at May here, actually their calendar still says April. They do things like double Astral Diamond weekends here and there. They do a weekly update on Tuesday where they add new content and tweaks and things like that. And you can also look at different upcoming events, because every so often they do a new event. Sometimes hourly, sometimes every half hour. It all depends, and these go on all throughout the day. There's different things like professions. You'll gain more crafting materials. Got skirmishes where you'll gain additional astral diamonds from doing a skirmish. Arena PvP, you get more glory, and they do these throughout the day, which is kind of cool. Just extra stuff you can look forward to throughout the day. So that's the home page that shows you a lot of content in a very small area. Definitely handy for getting around really quickly and finding new stuff. So now we're going to take a look at crafting. Crafting is actually really simple. I had a couple of things set up overnight. You don't actually have to actively be sitting here to craft things. So I'm going to collect my results here, my different goodies, including a pair of boots I made for myself. And then I'm going to choose task. Now I'm doing mail smithing and leadership. Mail smithing, you can create mail armor, and clerics wear chainmail. The great weapon fighter wears scale mail, so I can actually craft for both. You got various different recipes you can go through and choose. A lot of these I don't have the materials for right now because I was making a lot of things last night. But each of the different tasks you choose, say forge iron rings and scales, for example, it'll take 10 minutes to complete, and it requires me to have a... Oh, someone's sending me a guild invite. Go away. Requires you to have an NPC to do your crafting for you, which you earn through the profession system. Not that big of a deal. And it shows you other materials that are required, such as iron ore or charcoal. So I'm going to choose this one here. And it'll show you what you get. You get some iron rings and scales. You get 2 for completing this one. And you also gain 5 experience towards your mail smithing. Now, I have level 3 mail smithing, so I need a total of 600 experience, and I'm at 490. It adds up, especially because I don't have to be sitting here to have this happen. So it requires me to have an asset, and that would be a prospector. So I choose my prospector, and then I hit start task. And there he goes. It's going. 10 minutes from now it'll be done, and I can come back and claim it. So I'm going to set up something for leadership here. I'm going to take a mercenary and send him out on some guard duty. This one will take 2 hours to complete. And let's choose my mercenary and send him on his way. He'll bring me back money, experience, and leadership experience. So, that's general crafting. You unlock more slots as you gain levels or get professions to particular levels. All kinds of different ways to, go about the crafting. That's, pretty cool because you don't have to be sitting here to do it. I'm gonna go back over to the little camp back here so that I can pray to my god and get a daily bonus of a particular type of currency that you can get once per day. And you can buy fantastic rewards with them, such as companions or mounts or any number of fantastic items. So here I'm at a campfire. Now, here's an interesting system with this game. When you're out in the field fighting things, you don't regenerate health naturally. You either need to drink potions, or get healed by a cleric, or find a campfire like this one in front of me. So I step into the ring of the campfire, and now I can invoke my god. So I'm going to do that. Oops, wrong button. Right, invoking my god, and let's see. I got a lame buff. Awesome. And you can invoke your god once an hour.
Keep your eyes open.
And some of the rewards you can get for, get through that system. You can buy seals, which are used for purchasing other gear. You can get various different kinds of potions. You can get dyes for your gear. You can get a white horse. You can get a medium snow swift horse, and it's a heavily armored war horse. All kinds of. You can get weapons, special weaponry for. Yeah, stuff for level 60. I'm a long ways away from being able to use that. You can even get an Angel of Protection for a companion. I would love to get that, but it's going to take a while. Or you can spend another currency here where you can get a total of 7 throughout the day.
Keep your eyes open.
Or a 7th. You can get a total of 7 of them, and you can only get 1 per day. So if you pray to your god once a day for 7 days, then you can get the max rewards here. But some of the rewards you can get for these, like if you have 3, you can get an Elixir of Fate, which increases your ability scores, such as Strength, Charisma, stuff like that. Blessed Profession Resource Packs that give you numerous different rewards towards crafting and things, materials, rare materials. And you can also get a Coffer of Wondrous Augmentation, which gives you a whole pile of enchantments for your gear. And you may have been wondering to yourself, what is this nice big yellow orb here in the middle of the screen where my hotkeys are? That is your action points.
Keep your eyes open.
Those go up through combat, or as a cleric you gain it from healing. Numerous different ways to earn action points, and you use your action points to use daily abilities. And you can have 2 of those slotted at a time. Right now I have an offensive and a buff set up, and I'm going to fire off the offensive spell just for the sake of demonstration. Nice big AoE spell here. So I choose the target location, and I fire it off. Yeah, that smashes things' faces. It's pretty fantastic. But now, as you can see, the big orb is now empty. So I'd need to heal or damage things to fill it back up and be able to use those abilities again. Every character also gets an ability to dodge. The cleric kind of does a little bit of a power slide there, and that consumes stamina, which is right here above your action bar, action points. Another ability you can gain as a cleric is the ability to channel divinity. And that actually changes all of your abilities to have different functions, or additional functions. It actually changes my primary and secondary attacks to lasers, for lack of a better term. One of which I channel to do damage towards an enemy, and the other I channel to heal my target. Now, these abilities consume this bar on the left side of my screen, that is to the left of my character here, that is now blue, and now it's yellow, and now it's blue again. Now, as I use these abilities, it consumes charges from there, and I can gain those back through, damaging enemies. I'm trying to think of what else I should cover. Let's take a look at the Astral Diamonds for the sake of looking at it here. This is my currency screen. You've got your money. Your Zen is the premium currency. Glory is PvP currency. Then you've got your Astral Diamonds and your Rough Astral Diamonds. Some quests will reward you with Rough Astral Diamonds, which you then have to refine into regular Astral Diamonds, just with the click of a button here. And it lets you refine, somewhere in the range of 25,000 Astral Diamonds a day. I've never even had that much. 11,000 is about as much as I've gotten so far. But you don't have to go to a particular NPC to spend some of this stuff. You just click the spend button here.
Do you have astral diamonds to trade?
Yes, I do have astral diamonds to trade. So I click store, and it shows me numerous different goodies, such as enchantments or scrolls of identification, which you use to identify magical loot. Teleport scrolls, so I can teleport back to the capital. And, you know, these are all different types of enchantments down here, stronger quality. You've also got things like armor and mount training and all kinds of other companions and, you know, other goodies that cost, you know, quite a bit more than I even remotely have. So, you know, that's one way you can spend them. Or there's numerous different NPCs in the city that you can spend them at. This also keeps track of your seals that you use for different kinds of gears as well. And you've got a window that has all your different crafting materials in it, which I like because they don't take up room in your main backpack. Because, as you can see, the main backpack, I've got another backpack as well. You have 5 slots for backpacks, and they're not exactly huge. So, kind of have to look into keeping an eye on what you're carrying. And, you know, you got different kinds of loot. They give you things like portable altars so that you can put it down. It acts like a campfire and you can pray at it. And there's all kinds of nifty little features there too. Praying to your deity gives you all kinds of different bonuses, benefits, you name it. We're going to take a look at... I'm not even sure what else to cover. So I think I'm going to call it there on this video. This one's getting a little lengthy. So, any other content you'd like to see, you'd like me to cover, especially maybe the Foundry or something of that nature, just let me know in the comments below. Alright, StarKlaw out.